how's it going?
We just wonder what the heck's going on.
Yeah, I can tell you guys about it. So basically we're showing people what happens to animals, how we treat animals to get our food, like meat, cheese, milk and eggs, things like that.
Well, it's really sad right now.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's pretty horrific, and a lot of people don't know about it. And the industries that do this to animals, they're not going to tell you because obviously it's not good for their image. And we think it's really important that people can make an informed decision about products that they purchase, because the stuff you're buying in the supermarket or from restaurants and fast food, whatever's, this is where the animals are coming from. This is what the animals have to go through so that we can have a bit of palate pleasure, basically. Because when you think about it, I don't know what you guys think, but why do you think we eat animals? Like, what's the excuse of why we treat these guys like this, just so we can have something we like the taste of?
I really don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So like it's a thing that, it's a cultural thing. Like I grew up in Kaikohe, like surrounded by like hunters, and I'd go to the marae and have like boil up all the time and stuff. But I lived kind of on a lifestyle block, on a bit of a farm. And so my parents were like one day, oh hey, we're gonna kill the cows tomorrow, by the way. And I was like, whoa, that's too much. So then I kind of grew a connection for the animals, and I felt really bad. And that's when I made the connection that animals are individuals as well. They live lives like us, they want to live, they're happy beings when you let them be happy, you know what I mean? But when we breed animals to exist like this, they don't get a chance to live their life in a happy way, you know, they're slaves basically.
And we eat them.
Yeah, and it's horrible. So
It's really sad. You don't see that stuff.
yeah, it's pretty horrible.
I've seen it on Facebook, a little bit about it, but I just don't watch it. When it comes to Facebook, I don't like watching it. That's where the news
Yeah,
is.
it is pretty confronting. It is like the kind of thing you see and be like, oh, no, I don't want to, you know. But then you're like cutting yourself off from a part of reality, you know, and we do have the ability to influence this. Like these guys only do this to animals because we buy the products, right?
Yeah.
So if we started buying a different type of product, obviously they're going to notice that and diversify their companies. Instead of producing just animal products, they might branch out a little bit and start producing more like lentils and pulses, legumes, plant-based foods.
Yeah.
Because the best thing about eating plants is people don't have to suffer, or animals don't have to suffer for you to eat it. And they're nutritious, it's good for you. Animal products like this, it's full of saturated fat and cholesterol, things that are killing a lot of our people, making a lot of our people obese and giving diabetes and heart disease, which is the main #1 killer. Most of what causes heart disease comes from animal products. And a plant-based diet, one that's free of animal products, has been proven to reverse heart disease. So if you think about it, you know, we should be role modeling a healthier diet to our people, basically. Like if you've got like, if you know anyone that's, you know, in a poor state of health because of what they eat, they've basically done it to themselves through eating these types of products. And it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
You're thinking about someone?
That
Well, I've got like aunties, and you know, they're like typical kind of aunties, you know, they're pretty massive.
Oh yeah, actually I got some cousins, they're pretty big, they eat everything.
Yeah. So have you guys ever thought about it? Going vegan? Giving up the animal products?
Thought about it, but then
Yeah. What's like...
I just think about trying to eat more salad.
Yeah. Well, like you don't have to just eat salad when you go vegan. Like I have pizza, pasta, curries, like all sorts of food, like burritos and stuff, you know. You just got to be creative. When you think about vegetarian or vegan, you probably like automatically think of salad. And you kind of got to get yourself out of that mindset. When you make a meal, like a pasta or whatever, make a really nice, rich, chunky sauce. You know, there's all sorts of vegan cheeses as well, made out of nuts and stuff like cashew cheese, almond cheese, things like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And a lot of people are doing things with. A lot of people are doing things with soy products as well, like imitation meats. It's pretty much tastes exactly the same. You just got to flavor it how you like it, and then it works pretty much the same.
I love bacon. This is sad.
I've got like a real good vegan bacon recipe. Do you know tofu?
Nah.
So like, there's these blocks of, it's made out of soy, and it comes in a block, and you slice it like super thin, and then you bake it for a bit. You ever heard of tofu? It's like pretty big in Asia. Like in Chinese restaurants, probably all around here, they probably serve a lot of tofu. But anyway, you can make it flavor any way you want. Like, yeah, I slice it like super thin. You can bake it, or then you just chuck it in the frying pan. A little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of what's called liquid smoke, and then it gives it that real bacony flavor. And it's way healthier as well. But the best thing about it is that the pigs didn't have to go through it for you to get the taste of something you like. Yeah. So I've got these cards for you. It's got all sorts of resources on there. There's like speeches on YouTube that are super inspirational. Like when I first decided, oh, I might go vegan, I started just looking at documentaries and stuff and seeing why other people went vegan as well. There's really a million reasons to go vegan. Yeah. What the Health is a real good one. A lot of people have watched What the Health and then just straight away gone vegan. What the Health is mostly about how health organizations, they don't really talk about how meat is an unhealthy product. Yeah. Like you go to like a community health event and there's like a sausage sizzle set up or something. And it's like, okay, we're not really talking about health here, you know, it's kind of the opposite of what you want to be promoting. And it also talks about...
Yeah, we'll have a...
Yeah, you really should. You really should.
I'm gonna... Anyway, yeah.
Oh, and yeah, what made me go vegan, it's called Earthlings. It's probably the scariest movie you'll ever see. It's all about the way we treat animals. It's similar to this stuff, but the extreme.
More in-depth.
And it goes through like fishing, animal testing, it goes through what happens in the pet industry, things like that. Things that you probably wouldn't think about, like circuses, the way they treat like, you know, elephants and tigers and things like that. Yeah, it's not the kind of thing you would think of, because the way that we treat animals, basically, we've victimized them so much that we don't even really see them as victims anymore. Yeah, no, we just see them as objects that we can exploit however we want.
Food and pets.
Yeah. So yeah, have a think about it, you know.
Okay, I'm really
watch some documentaries and stuff.
Gonna eat something and then I'll think about that.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Have some music.